Hello all, in this video let us see how to calculate the power consumption of microcontrollers. So most of the guys do it is, but some of the beginners do struggle while calculating the power consumption. So in this particular video we will just give pointers on how to proceed, because while you determine the power consumption of your board, it is very important that you must know the power consumption of all the components that are present on the board. So let us start straight away. Microcontroller power consumption basically depends on supply voltage, that means the main power rail that is going to the microcontroller, and then the clock frequency at which the microcontroller is operating. So along with this clock frequency, there will be clock distributed across different peripherals, so we have to look at those clock frequencies as well, and then number of IOs used and their switching. So IOs we mean here the GPIO basically. So GPIO we generally use for control purposes. We have to know how many IOs are used, and then number of peripherals used. So peripherals include UART, SPI, I2C, and other major peripherals like the ADC, whether it be DAC or PWM related. So there are several peripherals. So the user must be, designer basically must be having a list of these peripherals which he is using. The more the peripherals we use, more the power consumption, and then the default configuration of the unused IOs and peripherals. So example, let us assume we are using only 40% of the microcontroller. So the next 60% microcontroller, what are you doing with those things, how are you configuring them, also depends on also determines the power consumption, and then the memory usage. So whether if you are using external flash or internal flash, and what is the percentage of flash that is used, all these would determine the memory usage. So when you look at these things, basically one thing that can be said is to determine the power consumption, hardware engineer just can't directly sit down and just do a simple Excel based calculation or a simple calculator, use a simple calculator to determine the power consumption. It involves talking to the firmware engineer on what he would be doing, instructing him to check out, and then also checking some of the default applications that these microcontroller vendors give on how these pins can be configured, and then determine the power consumption. So it is very important that these two work together to determine the power consumption. And then we will just take a simple example of a microcontroller which is STM32F072 to give you on how to determine the power. So while we may not calculate in detail, we will just give you pointers on where to look at to determine the power consumption. So the first thing, if you look at STM32, you must have seen this power consumption details, maximum current consumption details we should say. So out of these you can see this particular one which says total current into sum of all VDD power lines. So that means if you take a microcontroller, the power to the microcontroller would be input from an external power rail. Most of the microcontrollers work on 3.3 volts, right? Or most of the applications also demand that. So entire power to the microcontroller comes from 3.3 volts. So the amount of current that is going into the microcontroller power pins would be the current consumption of that microcontroller, and this current further divides into different sections, whether it be peripherals or GPIOs. So if blindly to just determine the maximum power consumption, we can take 3.3 into 0.12, which is basically 0.396 watts. So this particular STM32F072 works on 3.3 volts. So I've taken a typical value. It can go up to maximum 3.6 as well. So this is the simplest way. if you have enough power margin, if you have considered if you are considering regulators without checking into any peripherals or any clock related things, you can straight away use this power consumption thing, and then proceed with the power design of your circuit. Now from the same STM32, if you want to go into further details and determine how to proceed with the calculations, so this particular dependency on the clock frequency, 8 megahertz, 24 megahertz, 32 megahertz, you can see here the amount of current on when the clock is operated at lower frequency, the current is 4.52 milliamps when all the peripherals are enabled. So this is a typical current consumption. So and again at frequencies it varies a little. So this particular table gives us a glimpse of the power consumption of the microcontroller when this particular device is operating at different frequencies, and then dependency on the memory. So when you are operating your microcontroller, when you are operating your microcontroller on different frequencies, and when you are executing from the flash memory, depending on the frequency at which it is operated, the current consumption would be determined. So yeah, when we say dependency on flash memory, this is what we are saying. The previous one was on clock frequency. What is the core frequency that is determined, and then that is used, and then dependency on IO switching. So most of the IOs we use are used for control operations, so there will be a lot of switching involved. When this switching is used, the switching mainly the power consumption due to the switching mainly depends on the voltage to which it need to be switched, and what is the switching frequency that is used, and then the capacitance associated with this particular microcontroller. So this is the formula that is given. So the number of IOs we use and the kind of switching that is used determine the power consumption. And then dependency on peripherals. So when we say dependency on peripherals, this is again depending on the clock frequency at which these peripherals would be switched. So we can see here per megahertz, if we particularly use GPIO-A, it would be 8.2 microamps. Or if we take an example of UART, which we use regularly, so if we are using a UART and this peripheral has a clock of 1 megahertz, the current that would be drawn by the microcontroller would be 17 microamps. So now if you have your UART, if you have your I2C, if you have SPI, if you have GPIOs, you prepare a simple Excel sheet and see what is the current consumption, what is the peripheral clock that is configured in the firmware, and then determine the current consumption. So these are the different things that are provided in the microcontroller. So every microcontroller usage is different for different applications. So there might be a change in number of GPIOs used, there might be a change in the clock frequency, there might be change in the number of peripherals that are used. So all these need to be considered, and then the designer has to come up with a small Excel based calculation to determine the maximum power consumption of that microcontroller in that specific application. Hope we just gave a glimpse of what need to be done. If you are working on any specific microcontroller, you can follow this process and determine the power consumption. Thank you.